his psychic medium to the stars. I'm here with my co-host, Alexa Zappia. Welcome to the Karyn Reece Show. During the October taping of our show, I kept hearing the name Henry when I was reading a woman in our audience. What I came to find out was that Henry was the name of her really good friend's father. Her friend Rose, who was supposed to be at our show, but she had to cancel last minute due to the passing of her father, Henry, that very morning. Let's take a look. There's an H something or like a Henry or a Harry connection, so just an FYI on that. Does that make any sense to you?
Harry.
Henry. Yeah, on the other side. Who's Henry? You're with the Henry? Who's my Henry? Somebody said Henry. Oh, you two have, but you're not connected, are you? You're connected? Okay.
But my dearest friend's father died today.
He's here. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, that is my sister. And my dearest friend who was supposed to be here with us today, her father died this morning. His name was Henry.
Oh, Henry's here. Oh,
Hi,
Henry, kind of, he's laughing about that. Oh, you got to tell your friend she lost a good opportunity with Hank. He's a pretty hot-looking dude. You can tell her I said that.
Okay.
That is so funny. So you two are sisters.
Yes.
Okay, so you're the good sister and you're the bad sister?
Oh, you got it.
Yes. Henry wanted me to tell you, if you can please pass on to your girlfriend, that he's doing really well. He's very happy. When he released from the body, he felt fabulous.
Right.
And he was met by a bunch of family members. He said they're going to have a big party for him, which is true because on the other side you have a house and things to do, Vegas shopping, hot men, really hot men. Just saying, he's pretty hot too. But he also wanted me to say he doesn't want the kids to spend a lot of money on his services.
Okay, I'll tell her.
Yeah, he's happy about it. He says, you know, make it simple. Just go and have a breakfast and have some jokes about it. You said she was supposed to be here though?
Yes,
Isn't that
she
funny?
was.
See?
Judy came in place.
Well, we like you too, Judy. Yep, you're a good friend for holding down the fort. Also, Henry wanted me to relate to you too, is tell your girlfriend when she goes to sleep at night, she'll see her dad. Oh, and he also said, make sure you tell my daughter she's the best daughter ever and thank her for giving me the comfort and the peace that she provided, especially towards the last part of his life. Yeah, and she's done.
She did. That was beautiful.
Yeah, well, that's Hank. That's not me. He's laughing. He's having a good time. He's right there. He's doing quite lovely. And he looks like he's about 30, because when you cross over, you look like you're healthiest and you think the clearest.
Right.
So that's a definite good thing. Hang on. And you should tell your girlfriend there's nothing for her to ever question. Everything she did right.
Okay.
So she may, you know, say, if I could have, would have, or maybe I should have done this. Henry says everything she did wonderful. And he said, tell him I love, I'll see her when she gets to the other side. Enjoy your life while you can. I keep looking at him. In the meantime, I'm going to go on and enjoy my life over here. God bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
Out of all of the readings that you've done on the show, I think that this one happens to be my favorite on the list. When someone passes, it's very common for their loved ones to think that they have to be passed for a certain amount of time before they can be channeled. However, this very reading refutes that. As soon as their soul releases from their body, a true medium, like you, is able to connect instantly. We miss our loved ones because we cannot physically see them. However, they don't miss us because they are always with us, even from the moment that they pass.
You know, funny thing too, as I was doing an interview on 97 Rock after the taping a couple days later, of course, my newfound friend Henry was there with me again. I really like Henry. He's got good taste. Anyways, I felt compelled to tell the story of Henry's reading on air, and there are no such things as coincidence. We had a listener text in to say that he was a member of Henry's family and that they were on their way to his funeral. From there, I was able to connect with Henry's daughter, Rose, who is with us in studio today. So welcome aboard. Well, your father's a popular guy.
Yes, he was.
In more ways than one.
So how did you feel when your friend told you that Karyn channeled your dad that very morning that he passed?
Actually, I couldn't believe it. They all came over to my house and they sat us down and they told us exactly what happened. And then I watched the show on Friday, and there was such a numbness in me from my father passing, and I couldn't get over it. And when I saw the show, that numbness just left.
It's amazing. I got to tell you, your father's definitely one of my newfound friends because he's been bothering me all day. He couldn't wait to be on camera again. I think his other, you know, alter ego, he wants to be a star in his own funny way. By the way, he's right behind you, just want to say. Yeah, he's laughing too. Hank the Tank, he said. But anyways, Since your father has passed, do you feel a stronger tie to him knowing that, you know, he's very much still with you and obviously with us now?
Yes. I went to the cemetery Sunday and was talking to my mom and dad. My dad picked out a stone, and on the stone it's a heart, and it's the husband and the wife holding hands walking in the sunset. And I said, now the stone is complete. And I just felt something around me.
You knew your mom and dad were there, and they were very much happy. Although your mother gave him the honey-do list when he, you know, released from the body, just so you know, and he smiled. Mother was there. Now you got to do this and you got to do that. Some things don't change. I just want to share. That's what he just said, by the way. Anyways.
So how do you feel knowing that, you know, your dad is safe on the other side and, you know, he's very much still with you? Like, how did that make you feel?
I'm happy that he's there. I'm happy that he's with my mom. I know he missed her for the 7 years that she's been gone. And I know that he missed his family, you know, of his generation. I know he missed that, especially around the holidays. But it's sad not having him with us, you know.
You know, I know your father's gone to extreme lengths to connect with his family, and he's continued to stay with me and has been waiting to connect to talk to you again. So he's been with me on and off. But he said, even though I'm out of the physical, we're still there. And he's very, very happy. We'll be back to Channel Henry after this break. Hank knows everything, he said. You know, your father's good at everything. He still likes to tinker and fix things, just so you know, your father said.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, he used to putter.
He still putters, your mother. She'd like to get him to putter faster, she said. She's having a good time, but your father says, I couldn't wait. And he said, I just wanted you kids to know that I'm doing really good. I said to your father, your daughter was slacking for not being at the show. You know that. Your mother's laughing. She was actually there, too. But he said, I just want people to know. He says, and it's, what's that, Henry? I'm very happy where I'm at, just happy. And it's so true. He said, you know, when Mother was there, when he, you know, finally passed and your mom was there, he just felt so thrilled, just thrilled. But he wants you kids to know that he's doing well. When you see coins, that'll be from your dad.
My brother just gave us some silver dollars. He found silver dollars, and he's dividing them up among the brothers
That's what he's
and
talking
sisters.
about. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's excited about that.
Yes.
And he said, it may not be a lot, but it's from my heart. And he says, that's what counts. He's already come to you in your dreams too, Rose. And he really, yes, and he really loves your grandson-in-law to be, the one that was on our radio. He says he's a good guy.
Oh, yes, he is.
It's kind of funny, though, because I'll tell you, he's been so persistent. He's been visiting me on and off, and it was just funny. He was at the show very determined to let you know. And, you know, he had died, what, earlier in the morning, I guess? Is that?
Yes,
Yep.
very early.
Yeah, and he was so excited. He made it and you didn't, he said. He's kind of like, that is kind of funny, though, you got to admit. He's laughing about that. Who eats breakfast? Go ahead.
He passed away when we weren't there. You know, we were there a lot.
Well, and it kind of makes sense. Sometimes when you get ready to cross, your loved ones will make arrangements for people there, you know, your loved ones such as you, to leave for whatever reason, get a cup of coffee or go home. And the reason being because sometimes your presence makes it difficult for somebody that needs to transition. Because at some level, you know, your father's like, I love my children. I need to be there. I need to take care of them. But by the fact that you weren't there, he was able to finally, you know, let go because your mother said, it's time, Henry. You know, everybody's going to be okay. He says he's still going to be at all the parties, weddings, and what have you. Henry doesn't like to miss a good time, and he doesn't like to miss good food either, he said.
Card parties.
Any party, he said, will do. You know, for the sacrifice, your father just said. Who's got the military ties? Who's got military? Is it your grandfather? Or who's the military?
Well, my father was a World War II veteran.
Okay, I thought that's what he was trying to say, something military.
And I have the flag.
That's it, okay.
And one brother has the medals, and my other brother has a plaque with everything.
Okay, oh, he said father. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, he's happy that you all have that. He's very proud to be an American.
Yes.
He fought hard, the things that I went through, and he said, but it was all for the best, all for the good. I'm seeing a baby in the future. Might be named Sophie. I keep seeing it. So there's a consideration. I'm just going to put that out. Henry's
Well, not
confirming
for
that.
me.
Lord, let's hope not at this point in your life. Your father's laughing about that. Socks? Is there something about socks or his feet? Or your feet? Your feet get cold, or something about feet or socks?
His feet were cold in the hospital.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Something cold feet.
Yeah.
They're not cold anymore, he said.
Well,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, he says I've been dancing with your mother quite a bit these days.
Oh, well, the last day that he was here, when they gave him the medication and he was sleeping, his feet were going a little bit. We kept saying he's already starting the polka.
He did. Your mother says, yeah. He said that was me because your mom says we're going to go dancing and everything, Henry. We've got a big party for you.
Yep, they used to go dancing all the time.
Your father's a lot of fun. I got to tell you, he's probably the one, one of the most enjoyable people that I've met in this line of work from the other side. Very persistent, by the way.
Yes, he is.
Something about fixing something like a window or something, or did you do something with a hammer or something? You had something with, did you do something? Did you have to fix?
Well, we took furniture apart. I had to take the sofa apart because
that's what
we
he's
were
talking
getting
about.
new furniture.
He said something about with hammer and tools.
Yeah, I was doing it with a screwdriver.
That's what he's talking about. He said something taken apart. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he said, and he showed me.
Yeah, we just did that last night.
Yeah, he was there.
Yes.
Because he says something, and take it. Really, Henry? He says, well, you did a good job. I could have done it better and faster, but you still did a good job. He says, keep up the good work, your dad said. Oh, that's funny. No, but he's doing really well, and he says, I'm just so relieved. So, and part of the reason why he was so persistent, because he said my kids were really, especially you were very heartbroken over your dad's passing. Mm-hmm. Very, very hard. And he goes, I just wanted you to know that I'm okay, even though you slacked off on the show.
He, well, I mean, we knew, and it's a thing where there's good and bad. You're happy that he's finally going to be okay.
Yeah.
That way, but then, that he's not here.
Well, no, he's still here, he said.
I know. Just not the way we know.
It's so funny, though, how persistent. He says, I showed up, you stood me up, he said, to tell you at the show. Actually, your dad's really funny. Your mother goes, oh, he's a ride, all right. She keeps telling me that, your poor mom. But they're very happy. He says, but, what's that? He's right behind you. That's why I keep looking over there. Yeah, it looks good.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, daughter, he said. Your dad is a lot of fun. Have you noticed any lights flickering on and off? Well, just know it'll be Henry.
Sometimes I see, like, somebody's like a shadow or something.
Yep. Yeah, it's usually your dad or your mom. Yeah, he says, I'm still checking in to make sure that everybody's okay. Mm-hmm. So, and for your dad, though, he said it was really important that he wanted everybody to know. And he thinks this is really great, by the way, because I really didn't believe in this when I was in the Earth plane. He goes, but I think this is really interesting, Karyn, this whole connection type of thing. And he thinks it's fantastic that he was able to, come up right away.
I told him when he was very sad about my mom, I told him then that she's still here. I said, it's just that you can't see her. But sometimes he would see, like he would have a vision of her walking in her wedding dress or whatever, and then it would disappear. And I said, she's still here.
It's funny, he said you were 100% right, 100% right. And just like you told me, that mom was here, he said, I was definitely going to make a point of letting you know that I'm still here. Because those words that you said, your father said to tell you, comforted him. He was very broken up when your mom had passed, very brokenhearted.
Well, I told him the way my mother was sick, and for a while. So we used to visit her. And it took time for him to get used to not being with her at home, but he could go to the home. So I told him he had time with her that everybody doesn't have. they had time to love each other. They had time to tell each other they loved each other. They held hands, they kissed each other. Some people don't get that.
No, what a beautiful gift.
And when Dad was in the hospital, as sick as he was, we had that too. So it was good. In ways, it was good.
Well, your father says, I don't want your kids to be sad any longer. He says, I've got my girl now. And he said, in the meantime, it's important that your kids enjoy your life. Have a great life. That's what your father always set out to do. He's proud of all the accomplishments that he did along the way, especially his family. That's your father's number one. That's the thing he's the most proud of. Mm-hmm. And he said, I just want you kids to be happy. And just couldn't wait to try to let you know. He thinks it's really great, though. I got to tell you, he's been a movie star for the last, he's been on TV and radio, and he's with us again. He goes, who'd have thought? I go, right, Henry, who'd have thought? Thank God you came to the show.
Yeah.
Anyways, he's laughing about that. He thinks it's funny. Did you have a quick question?
Yeah, so now that Karyn has, connected with your father, how are you feeling? Are you feeling any lighter? How does it feel to know that he's really, obviously standing behind you?
Well, a little eerie, but
He's
at
laughing.
the same time,
Just touched your head.
but at the same time, it's, I kind of knew it anyway. I've always thought that. I didn't think that, you had to go to a cemetery to talk to somebody, although I go there. I don't know. It's just something, sometimes personal. I have to do it, but I talk to them otherwise anyway.
Your mother says we listen.
Oh,
He says it'll be cold pretty soon. Don't go to the cemetery.
cold pretty soon.
Your father's really funny. He is funny.
Oh, the last couple of years, the cold really got to him.
Oh, well, that would make sense why he's talking about the cold. I don't like the cold either, Henry. He goes, no. But he's
Yeah.
fine now, he said. He says, I dance a lot. Keeps me, in shape.
Well, when he first got in the hospital, he was cold all the time. So I pulled the covers up over him all the time, make sure that he was covered up. And the last day or so, he was pulling them off.
Get him ready. He's laughing, so's your mother.
So we had trouble keeping him covered up sometimes. But, yeah.
You kids are the love of your father's life, and now he's with your mom, so all looks well. All looks well. And he's so excited. He says, who would have thought? It took me to get over here to be a movie star. That's actually funny. Welcome to the club, Henry. He goes, thanks, Karyn. It's so fun. Your mother laughed too, by the way. We want to thank Rose for being here, and we'll be back in a minute to wrap up the show. Welcome back to the show. Be part of our audience for our next taping of The Karyn Reece Show. Learn more about the paranormal from top experts in the field. Earn a chance to win a reading with me and be entered into a drawing for prizes. There are 2 chances to secure your spot in the audience. Saturday, January 18th at the WBBZ studio inside the Eastern Hills Mall. The first show at 11 a.m. and the second at 12:30 p.m. Visit my website at KarynReece.com under the show tab to purchase tickets.
Craving a connection in the spiritual world and don't know where to turn? Have no fear, Karyn is here. Like and follow Karyn on her Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages to receive daily spiritual advice and guidance on your feed each day. She even gives away amazing prizes from time to time. Start your day off on a spiritual note with Karyn's Medium Mindfulness.
You asked and we answered. One of the most common requests I hear are clients asking me to start a podcast. Well, I really take what you say to heart. With that said, I'm proud to officially announce the launch of the Medium Mindfulness podcast. Medium Mindfulness is a podcast which focuses on changing the connotation of what it means to be normal. Life takes us not where we want to be, but where we need to be. Everyone has a story to tell. In this compelling and uplifting podcast, audiences will feel inspired, invigorated, and empowered that there is no normal.
Follow Karyn and myself as we interview compelling individuals who are ready to unite in order to break the stereotype of what it means to be normal. By hearing the stories of others, audiences will feel reassured that it is perfectly acceptable to follow life's path wherever that may take you. To find more information about medium mindfulness, please visit www.mediummindfulness.com. You can also find us on Spotify, iTunes, and Google Play by searching Medium Mindfulness and finding Karyn's logo. Like, subscribe, and share with your friends as we all unite to break the connotation of what it means to be normal.
That does it for us. Always remember, when you have the choice between being right and being kind, choose being kind because you will always be right. Thanks for watching. I get music around you.
I love music.
I was going to say, were you ever thinking about taking a piano or a musical
I took
instrument?
piano lessons when I was younger, and we have a piano which I haven't played in a long time.
I think your dad just said that, get on the piano, get on the piano. He said she's a pianist. You've been slacking, Nance.
I have been.
You're a bad girl. But you got a natural gift of that. That's going to give you your zen if you feel stressed out, you know, getting on the keys and playing whatever. And I think if you really just kind of let yourself go, you'll go into a meditative state and you'll start to bring from the other side, beautiful melody. You'll surprise yourself because that's a great way to zen out and to meditate. And then you'll start getting more psychic.
Wow, wow.
I did see some travel. Did you ever want to go to Alaska?
Yeah.
Yeah, the reason why it's so funny when you said your husky comes from you from another lifetime, being an Eskimo or an Inuit. But when you get up there, you might say, wow, I feel really in touch with this land.
I do like it cold.
You do? Then go and don't go in July because it's like 70. I was there once. It is beautiful, but it's chilly up that way.
Okay.
But when you get up there, you'll probably feel like you've always been there.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a lot of dead people on your side. You're
I
very
do.
close to your grandmother too.
Yes.
Yeah, because she does most of the talking.
Okay.
You have a good life ahead of you. Your grandmother wants me to tell you, keep up the floors. I guess she's in your house haunting it. See,
Okay.
that's a good example of good haunting.
When my grandmother passed, I was home alone, but I knew when she passed because I wasn't alone. And then like a minute later, my dad called.
You have a young man standing behind you. You know who?
Yes.
Couldn't wait to talk to you. Were you
My
just
son.
Yep. Were you just looking at his picture? And
Yes.
did you reframe it or something, or you need to put it in a new frame or change it out or something? Yeah.
I've been thinking of changing some out, but I recently was cleaning out the attic and came across some old albums. I have his original birth announcement from 44 years ago and his first set of pictures, and a picture with my mother holding him when he was 10 days old.
Your son says, Mom, I love that so much. We were there watching. He said, those were such amazing times. And he says, I just want to thank you for being the best mom ever. He likes the blue that you're wearing too, by the way.
Oh, yes, it's my favorite color and one of his too.
Did you make a move recently?
We went and looked at a house, but the house wasn't for me, but I liked the land. But
so
no,
did your son, yeah.
No,
But you've
I
been
didn't.
looking.
But I've been thinking about it,
That's what he
and
said.
I've been applying for new jobs, and I've been getting canvas letters again. So, waiting to see what happens, if I'll be moving or if I'll be staying in the same area.
Who's the trucker? Yeah, there's a move in your future, but it's a good move. Who drives truck or who used to drive truck? What is your son talking about?
My boyfriend Chuck
Oh.
used to drive Chuck. Chuck drove truck.
Oh,
yeah.
that's our
And he's
Chuck.
an old Navy man too.
Oh, yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, very
And
good
Richard,
guy.
Rich, yes.
Rick is my grandson, which is my son's child,
That's
who
what he
just
said.
turned 16.
He just said that. He says, Mom, I'm so proud of him.
Straight A student in a gifted and talented high school.
And your son says, Mom, I owe it to you.
Oh, thank you.
He goes, I love you so much. Chuck's a great guy too, by the way.
Oh yeah, he's my everything, and he'll beat this cancer too.
Yeah, he will.
I know he will.
He's a tough guy.
Yeah,
And he says, Mom, he goes, I love you from the bottom of my heart. And he says, tell Rich, keep up the good work.
I will. And is my mother with him?
Oh, God, yes, she is. She just said that, of course. She's tough.
She is tough. I miss her a lot.
But your mom said everything is well, and your son is doing very well, but they're very happy about your grandson with his grades. He's going to do amazing work when he gets older, and it's because of the influence of you.
Thank you.
God bless
and
you.
I just love them all so much.
God bless you. Quick question, too. I keep seeing a lot of different things all around you. First, you lost a pet that you're very close to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your pet's doing really well. Are you doing changes with your work these days or changing the hours or something? Have you made some longer hours or something?
Yeah, longer hours.
You got to stop doing that, your mom said to tell. We got a lot of dead people talk. Hang on, Graham. We got 10 people talking. You're working too hard. You need to take some time off.
Okay.
You do work a lot of hours,
I
too.
do.
Did you just get a new promotion at work, too?
No.
Or a position up or a raise? Because that seems to be around you.
A raise I did.
Oh, well, that's a good promotion in your money. Also, do you know somebody that is involved with criminals or likes to date jailbirds?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do? That means you do? Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. I guess like orange is the new black. Do they like stripes? Just saying. Yeah. You've known that person in many lifetimes too. I just want to tell you.
You may not want to, but you do.
Yeah. I decided to take it a road trip too. Do you like going to Pennsylvania or out that way? Were you thinking
We're
about
going? Yeah, we're going to New York.
No, this is Pennsylvania, a different area. I just saw Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, yeah. It looks like you might be going down to Erie for holidays or something. Yeah, that'd be a fun trip. Maybe you should go with the person that likes jailbirds or something.
Yeah. Great. Okay.
But anyways, just wanted to let you know that you worked too hard. That's what the other side is telling me to tell you. Oh, by the way, who's Elizabeth or Beth? Is that a friend of yours? Do you work with her?
Elizabeth is my cousin.
Are you close to cousin Elizabeth?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, you should take Elizabeth with you to Erie.
She is, well, she's going to New York.
Yep,
Oh, see?
that's what they said. You're going with Elizabeth to New York, but then you should also do the trip to Erie with her.
Oh,
Yeah, you got
okay.
nosy people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they blow you in all the time. Are you nervous? So listen, when you get the deals in New York and when you go to Erie, call us, and then we'll go to OTB and
go to
Erie. We'll
OTB
make it a day
and
trip.
Erie, yeah,
We'll call Annie. So anyways, God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. God bless you. Thank you.